Hello friends, today we are going to be looking into Java method concept. In this concept, we are going to be looking into four different types of question. How we can return value from method, how we can call method from another method, how we can call method from different class, how to pass parameter in method. Once we can pass the parameter, how we can access those values. So these are the concept we are going to be looking into in this method concept. Okay. So here, what is method? So method is just block of code. So whatever you want, you can define it inside method. The specific method you have to access wherever you required. Okay. So you can pass parameter or you just to give any of the some specific condition. So that reason we are using method. Okay. So here, how to create method? So we can give public void the method name. So after method name, we can give the open brackets and close brackets. So this is the syntax we are following for creating the method. Types of methods. There we can see in predefined method and user defined method. What is predefined method? What is user defined method? Predefined method means already those method it will be available in Java. For example, we have to given system.out.println. So this is the one method. So here you can notice one thing. What are the words ends with open bracket, close bracket, that is called as method. So these are the method already available in Java library. So and we can given the main method, right? Public static main method. So this is the one predefined method. And if you are using array, that time we can use length. If you are string, that time we can use size. And we can use conget, compare to lower curve. So these are the method already available in string concept, array concept, and some standard library method is available. Okay, so this is the predefined method. User defined method means so here user only going to be create the method. So as here public void check method. So here we are I'm given check method as your wish. You can give print method or print value or get value, set value. So this is your wish. So what are the action you are going to be perform according to that you can give the method name. This is the into void method. This is the normal one, public void, and you can give a method name. So here does not have any return value. So this is the only for you can put some condition or you have to print some value. Okay, now I'm going to be tell you one by one in practical manner. That time you will be understand properly. So here I'm going to be create one class which is class void. Here I'm going to be create one method. The method name is public void. Because I don't want return any value, I just put some condition or some syswo print element. So that reason I'm using public void. Here I'm going to be give print value. So here your wish, whatever method name you can give as per your wish. Okay, here I'm going to be give some syswo. Syswo means I just print one statement. After entering the SYSO, you can press Control Space Bar at the same time. That time will be get this whole method. This is the standard library which is available in Java. Here I'm going to be print one statement which is print value void method. So this is the statement I'm going to be print inside this print value. So now we are successfully created this method. How we can access this method? So first we have to create a main method. Inside main method only we can able to access this method, right? So for main method you can enter main, then you can put control space bar the same time. That time you will be get the suggestion list. There you can click the first one, okay, the main method. So here what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be get this value. So this method will be available inside class only. So I'm just copy this method and directly paste it. So then you can put control space bar. See, there is no succession list because this method name is having without static keyword. Without static keyword, for static keyword, what is purpose of we are using static? Those video I will be post in next time. This is for normal method, how we can access, how we can return this kind of topics we are discussing in this video. Okay, So here I'm using without static. How we can access without static method name? Using class name, right? Here I'm going to be create object for class name. Class name void. So I just created void class new class control space bar. That time will be get the succession list. So here I'm going to be use the reference variable dot that method name will get. So what are the method you are defined inside class void file, that time that method will be get here. Okay, so it's just the print value. So this is the things we are accessing this print one. Now I'm going to be execute. See, the print value void method will be get. So this is the one way we are defined method, and how we can access without static method using class name class reference variable, right? So or else you can directly class name dot, that I won't get because this method does not have static keyword. So that reason you have to create reference variable for this class name. Using this reference variable only you can get this method name. Okay, so next is we are going to be discuss how to return value from method. Okay, now we are going to be use return concept. Here we didn't create any void one. Okay, so here I'm going to be use string or integer. Okay, so here again I'm going to be create one method public. Here I'm going to be use return value string get string value. This is my method name. So all the methods you have to create out of main method. Okay, so this is the procedure you have to follow. So here I can see one warning error. What is the warning error? Add return statement. So once you have to implement the return one, what you are going to be return, what value I'm going to be return. So here I given string keyword, right? So definitely have to return one string value. So that reason it will be showing one error, add return statement. I'm adding return, but it will be showing null, but I want to return the string value. So string a equal to I given one value Sangeeta Natarachan. I just given this name here. So now what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be return this string value. Here I'm going to be put a. So this is the string one. If you want to return the string value, you can use this kind of method, adding the string return type, and you have to give the method name. So using get string value, you can get this string value, right? So again, what I'm going to be do, void class, this is the reference one dot, what is the string return type method name? Get string value, right? So here I didn't give any sysvo. So what I'm going to be do, I'm given, okay, no need, I don't want to give sysvo. Let's see what output we are getting here. Print only. So it will be written, but how we can know? Using the sysvo only, right? So I'm going to be put sysvo string return value is given a. So now it will be written. See, if in case you are pasting this sysvo after return, what happened? It will be throwing error, right? So the return only it will be end of the statement. So after return you don't print anything. This is the not your procedure. Okay, so whatever you have to print, you have to give all the statement before return one. Okay, so the return keyword only end of this method. Okay, now again I'm going to be execute, it will be print. So then what we are going to be looking into means how to return value from method using string, it will be completed. Then I'm going to be use integer. So again, I'm created one method using integer return type, public integer get int value. So this is my method name. I'm going to be return one integer value. So again, it will be showing one error because I want to return a specific value. So here int b equal to I given 100. So this is the b variable value only I'm going to be return using return b. So here I'm going to be print this value, right? Syswo. Here print integer value. What is the b1? So it will be written using the integer return value, right? So I'm going to be execute now because it won't execute. Sorry, I'm didn't called inside main method. So what are the method you are defined inside class? Those method you have to define it inside main method. Okay, void class dot get integer value. So this is the method name, right? So here I'm going to be run this file. See, the first method, which is the normal method, it will be print, and I'm using a string return type. It will be print here string return value. Then I'm using integer return. It will be print the integer value. So like that, what are the return type you have to use inside method? You can use integer or float or double. So your wish, you can what are the values you have to return? You can use return type as a that keyword. Okay, so this is the concept we have to follow for accessing a method and returning the method value. Okay, so here everything I told you without static. So with static I will tell you in next video. It is very important topic. Okay, so the next is we are going to be discuss how to call method from another method. Okay, so what I'm going to be do, again I'm create one another class. That time you will be understand clear. Inside method, the class name is inside method. Here what I'm going to be do, created two method. So public void get a method or else get text. Okay, so inside I'm going to be give syswo, which is get text method. So again I'm going to be create another one method. So inside method I'm return string value, public string get get string value, the same thing I have to give. Here I'm going to be return one string value. The string values string a equal to Purani is my best friend. So this is text I assigned in string a variable. I'm going to be return this one. So here what I'm going to be do, given syswo string method, just to print here. So now I'm going to be I'm going to be call one method to another method. How we can do? So first we have to create one main method. So inside first what we have to do, create a reference for class name, right? So the class name is inside method. I'm going to be create references inside new inside method. So here what I'm going to be do, so I'm returning one value, right? This return value I'm going to be store one string b equal to get string. Okay, so here again I'm going to be create one method. The method name is public what public okay, public string get another method value. So here what I'm going to be do, string b equal to get string value. So here what value I returned inside get string value, I'm going to be store one string. So here I'm going to be return this b. You understand, right? So again I repeat you. So how we can call one method to another method. So this is one method, this is one method, right? So this method value I'm going to be stored one string. That string only I'm going to be return inside method, right? So here what method we have to call the inside main method? This method, because already I imported this get string value assigned to one string b variable, right? So b only having all those a variable also, right? So now what I'm going to be do inside dot, I'm going to be first print get text, then I'm going to be print get another method value. So here I'm just command it. I don't want print this get text. Now I'm going to be show to you how we can call one method to another method. So this method I imported inside this get another method value. Let's see what output we are getting. So now I'm going to be given one sys4. So I'm just given method value b. So I'm going to be run. See, the string method Purani is my best friend. So again it will be showing Purani's best friend. So I'm just to command it. So it will be return the value only. I didn't print anything inside get string value. It will be print here only. So this line it will be referring this method. Okay. I'm going to be run it now. See, the get another method value it will be print here. So this is the way we can call one method inside the another method value. Okay, so once you can return one value, that value have to store another one string or integer, any of the one return type, then you can return those value inside one method. Okay, so this is the way we can call this one. Next we are going to be looking into how to return true false condition in method. Let's see. So again I'm created one class file, boolean condition. So this is the class name I'm going to be created now. So inside I'm going to be create one boolean method. How we can create public? Here we are using void, right? Inside using void I'm going to be use boolean check condition. So this is my boolean method name. Here it will be showing one error. So what is the condition you are going to be check? So whether true or false, right? So here I'm going to be check if so before I defined one string value, string a equal to money, string b equal to Sangeeta. Okay. So here I'm going to be match this two string value. A dot equals b. If a string and b string both are equal means you can return as true. Okay. If in case if it is not equal, you can return false. Okay, so this is the condition like we can mention inside boolean method. So boolean means only we can check whether the condition is true or false. For example, in Selenium we can use is displayed and is selected. So this how we can implement this return type in Selenium, I will post you in another video. This is only for Java concept. Okay, so here I just given boolean. I just, if it is the both string is equal means it will be return true. If it is false means it will be return false. So I'm just given one sys4 true, both strings are equals. So here I'm going to be print one sys4 which is both strings not are not equal. Okay, here I given false. So I'm going to be execute now, but I didn't create main method. So can create one main method. How we can access this one? Using creating a reference variable for class file, right? Boolean condition bool equal to new boolean condition. So using reference, I'm just execute the check condition boolean method. Okay, I'm going to be execute now. See, false, both strings are not equals. So this is the way we are going to be implement boolean condition. Okay, next I'm going to be tell you how to call method from different class. So already we are created boolean condition and inside method and class void. So here what I'm going to be do, I'm created another one class. What class? Call method from different class. So here I created one class file successfully. Now what I'm going to be do, created reference for this class name. Call method different class. Different, and just create a reference for different new call method different class. So here I'm create a reference for this class, but why I'm created no need, because I didn't define any method inside, so I just command it. Now I'm going to be access method from another class. So which method I'm going to be access? So inside method class. So what are the method available inside method class? I'm going to be access this method value. So that here what I'm going to be do, I'm created reference for inside method. So now I'm going to be import inside method class. Inside method inside equal to new inside. See, Java Selenium question dot inside method. This is the class file we are going to be import inside this class file. So this is the first way we are going to be implement how we can access another class method into different class file. Okay, so this is one class file, this is one class file. So now what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be access inside methods file, right? So here now I'm successfully created reference for this class file, because I'm going to be access this method. So what are the methods available inside method class file, I'm going to be access. So that reason I'm created reference inside this class file, which is call method from different class. Here inside so now I'm successfully create reference. What mainly we have to do, main method. So because sometimes we have to forget while we are implementing this concept of, because we have to implement a fast manner how we can access those methods. So what are the methods you have to access? First you have to create a main class file, sorry, main method. So inside main method what I'm going to be do, inside, so this is the one, right? So this reference variable you have to put inside main method. That time only you can able to access those method. What are the methods available inside method class file, right? So inside dot, there you can see what are the methods available inside method class file. So which method you are going to be access. Go to this inside method. I'm going to be access this one also, get string value, and so another method I'm going to be utilize get another method value and get string value. So what are the methods available? Get text. Why get text not come? Yes, come. Okay. So I'm going to be print this two method. So inside get string does not having any syswo. I'm just uncommand it. So it will be print this one. I'm just a replace here. That time you will be understand easily. And the second method is get text. It will be print this syswo. Now I'm going to be run it. See, get string value and get text method will be print. So this is the way we can access uh, method from different class inside one class. Okay, so this is the way how to follow. So here I'm created reference for class file. Why means here all the method I defined without static. Okay, so next is how to call a method with parameters in Java. So again, I'm going to be create one class file which is parameter class method. So here what I'm going to be do, given created method with parameters public void pass string okay, pass mark, pass student name. So this is my method name. Here what I'm going to be do, string name and string age. So this is the two parameter I'm passing, pass student name. Okay, so here I'm going to be print this two parameter. So I'm just given name name and age. Okay, so again I'm created another one method which is with using string return type public string, or else you can use integer better, integer get student mark. So here integer which is Tamil mark, integer science mark. This is two parameter I'm passing inside get student marks. Now I'm going to be return right. So I given syswo, I just copy paste here itself. So get student marks and just print it. Here I'm going to be return Tamil mark. Okay, so here I'm going to be put one condition which is if Tamil mark below okay, sorry, above 90, I'm going to be put condition as return Tamil mark. So else if I'm going to be use science mark, put condition above 90. So here I'm going to be given, okay, 90, given I'm given 95. Okay. So here I'm going to be written science marks. So now we else spot. So it will be throwing one error, right? Add return statement. So finally I'm written the science mark. Okay. So here I'm going to be written Tamil mark and science mark, and finally I written the science mark. Okay. So what I'm going to be do, given SISO here Tamil mark. Print this one. So here again I give SISO, or else you just copy and paste it. Science mark. So in else spot I given no marks given. Okay. No marks matched for condition. Okay. So this is the one method which is I return marks value. Okay. So here I am passing two parameter. Here I am passing two parameter. Okay. Now what I am going to be do? I'm going to be run this method. So here write main method. Inside main method have to create reference for class name. Parameter class method parameters class method. Here using reference I'm going to be first I'm going to be pass student name, right? So here you can see how to give a value inside this method name and age. So now I'm going to be give Natasha take ages 23. So this is the two parameters I'm passing, but it will be showing error because the age I'm stored is a string format. So that reason you have to given double quotes. Okay. So again another one method have to pass parameter which is get student mark. So here you have to give marks as a integer value. Don't put inside double quotes. So that Tamil mark I'm going to be give 95, and science marks I'm going to be give 99. So here I'm put on some condition, right, which is above 90 means it will be print, above 95 means the science marks will be printed, the finally it will be written science mark, right? So what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be finally it will be print both marks, right? So here Tamil mark. So I'm going to be print the science mark also. Both marks. So here it will be check the condition, and also finally it will print this one also. Okay. Now I'm going to be execute. See, pass student name which is Natasha, take the student name, and the age is 23. Get student marks is 95, and this is the 95. Get student marks 95. Oh, okay. Get student mark. See here it will be printed. I'm just going to be the command it because it will be print both marks. I'm just command it because Tamil mark it will be printed two times, so it will be confused. Again I'm going to be execute. See the student name and age and the Tamil mark which will be written. So here Tamil mark I given 95, which is it will be printed. The 99, so 95 above 99 means it will be printed here, because the first condition it will be passed, so that reason it will be print this condition itself. Now what I'm going to be do, I'm going to be command it hold this, I'm going to be print both marks here, okay, but I return the science mark only. See, it will be print 95, 99, because if condition means if any of the one condition pass means it will be print that marks only, it will be stopped, okay. If in case this Tamil marks it will be condition is not matched means it will be fail, it will be execute the science mark. So I'm just show to you, I'm going to be give 80, it will be print the science mark. See the science mark it will be print. Okay, so this is the way you have to pass the parameter and you have to pass the parameter value and run in main method inside. Okay, using the class name reference value and you have to pass the parameter inside method name. Okay, so I just show to you the normal method without return type, and with return type also I show to you, or else you can use string also return type, your wish. Okay, next is, so I given on a small exercise. So here what are the example I show to you in practical manner, you try to implement. Okay, you can create two different class, you can call method to another method, and you can call method to another class using boolean, void, string or integer pass parameter. So that time you will be know very well, you can create two class file, that is enough. That time you will be clear of what is method. So this is very simple basic logic. Okay, thank you guys.